Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Did you know that made in Nigeria cable remains the best? Did you also know that some unscrupulous businessmen are already cloning local brands to sell as made in Nigeria cables? We have amazing revelations by those who know about this ugly development. Have you ever imagined what to do if you found out that the sphygmomanometer gives you a wrong figure when you check your blood pressure? Or how do you determine that 1 kilogram measure of meat you purchased at the commodities market is indeed accurate? It's the science of measurement and it's called metrology. Metrology, they say, is life because it covers every aspect of the human activity. What is the Standards Organization of Nigeria doing in this regard? A lot, and I mean a whole lot, and I will tell you after this message.
Muna fata shekaru na da za su zo, mutanen mu za su yi la'akari da aikin da muke yi, kuma za su lura cewa ya fi cancanta ka sai abu na kwarai da sai abu na arha.
Kai meze n'obodo anyị a, kai mee ka ihe a na-eme n'obodo anyị a, ma ihe a na-ebubata n'obodo anyị a ọ dị mma. Anyị na-ayọ biko ka anyị jikọọ aka na asị na ofu aka adịghị ekechi ngwugwu. Ka anyị jikọọ aka ka Nigeria wee wọrọ anyị obodo.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká lajú wálẹ̀ gbogbo tá a bá máa fún wa rà ká rí pé ó tó pé ojú òṣùwọ̀n. Èyí tí ò bá yé wa àgbẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ló tó wà sọ́nà. Èyí tá a bá dẹ̀ rà tí ò bá pójú òṣùwọ̀n ẹ lọ sí Standard Organization of Nigeria. Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó bá súnmọ́ yín jù ẹ lọ ṣàlàyé fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
A warm welcome to Standard and You. My name is Ifeoma Okonkwo. It's a season of love and good time to remind consumers of goods to go for only the best. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria wants Nigerians to stop patronizing sellers of substandard electric cables. He gave this advice when he led members of the Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria to the agency's warehouse in Lagos to inspect seized substandard electric cables imported into the country. Please take a look. This collaborative effort between the Standards Organization of Nigeria and Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is part of the SON strategic initiative to check the importation of fake cables into Nigeria. It's a partnership that has continued to yield positive results over the years. This seizure, with a street value of over 1 billion naira, was on the heels of SON's robust market surveillance and stakeholders cooperation. The SON boss pointed out clearly that the agency will continue to explore strategies to clean up our markets and check the distribution of fake and substandard electric cables in Nigeria.
We are very proud, and Nigeria as a whole is proud of the growth of the cable industry. How the challenges we had initially, how it became formidable, how it became the best sub-Saharan Africa, how we started exporting cables proudly made in Nigeria. So it's a collective effort. It's going to take a collective effort for both members of CAMAN, SON, and the public at large to make sure to sustain this momentum, that our cable remains the best, and anything that will thwart your effort will be highly resisted. Not only that your products are classified as life-endangering items, but the fact that we've nurtured your growth and we will not allow dumping of substandard cables to take advantage of investments in Nigeria, whether labeled made in Nigeria or otherwise. After our meeting, we came out to you and we informed you that if you see anything unwholesome, say something to us. So far so good. You saw something unwholesome through collaboration with you and other sister security agencies. We've been able to discover this volume of cloned and substandard, fraudulently labeled, made in Nigeria cables. Which I'm here on a facility tour to inspect the position of the items that were seized on the 6th of June last year. So that we'll see, stakeholders will see the position and so that we'll be able to walk the way forward. And also to send a strong signal to the dubious importers that take advantage of made in Nigeria products that are successful. That is no longer going to be business as usual.
An obviously elated member of the association promised the commitment of the present management of the SON that the association will continue to support the agency to do more in protecting Nigerians.
A good thing is that they have nurtured us together with our partnership over the last, I'll say, almost 50 years that we've been in cable production in Nigeria more. We've had good partnership with the SON, and today we're proudly stated as one of the main industries to say made in Nigeria is what to buy. So it has become a scenario where people are trying to adulterate, imitate our cables in order to take advantage, but thereby putting people's lives in danger. And SON as a part would not allow it, would not see people's lives as being something that we don't care about, and they've done their part. And that has made us keep working with them, and that is what has brought us here today, to actually see and show people that this made in Nigeria is not only a fight by us that we should be proud of locally made cables, but we should also fight against individually what people do wrong. And that is the key of today, that if people are doing it wrong, you see it, you don't keep quiet.
The Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is an umbrella body of electric cable producers in the country. And away from electric cable to another aspect of our daily life, measurement and accuracy. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is developing a world-class quality infrastructure, the National Metrology Institute in Enugu. What is the NMI all about? What is the relevance of the institute to you as an individual and Nigeria as a nation? Please join us as we take you through the world of metrology. These are Nigerians moving from one location to another. Like billions across the globe, these men and women engage in several activities, all in their quest for survival. These human endeavors cut across health, aviation, oil and gas, manufacturing, trade, mining, sports, transportation, agriculture, and research. The importance of metrology in human activities, experts say, cannot be overemphasized. This is because there is hardly any aspect of human endeavor without measurements. For instance, the various tools used in the hospital, especially the thermometer used for measuring body temperature, has to do with figures. The weighing scale used by the trader to measure food items is also about number. The taximeter used by cab operators measures distance traveled, and dispensing machine at the fuel station also measures the quality of fuel sold.
It all depends on who is doing what, because some machines could be manipulated. For example, petrol stations, they do manipulate fuel pump. Like you can buy a 10 liter, but you're not buying 7 liters, but they will not tell you. And some blood pressure machine could also be faked. Some are original, some are not.
Given that inaccuracy, and then working on that inaccuracy could lead to terrible situation, like in the case of death, for instance.
The consequences of inaccurate figures or measurements by these tools in the various sectors, especially the health sector, are enormous.
People die. It's not only in the health sector. Other sectors, people are shortchanged, unfair trade, short measures. So many things are happening because of the absence of this NMI.
It is against this background that the Standards Organization of Nigeria is expanding its metrology laboratory. The agency, under the leadership of the present Director General Osita Aboluma, has embarked on a massive development and upgrade of SON's quality infrastructure, which includes this state-of-the-art National Metrology Institute in Enugu State, southeast of Nigeria.
The NMI is key. It's the engine room. It's the brain box for our national development. Okay. Without this NMI, Nigeria will not. We are talking about diversification of the economy. Without the NMI, how can you progress? It's not possible, because the NMI will give you that confidence. You build the confidence in our products that are going out. The NMI will strengthen accreditation. You know, accreditation is one of the components of national quality infrastructure. Without the NMI that will support the accreditation system, the accreditation will not work.
It's the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. The NMI, with over 25 laboratories, is responsible for the dissemination of measurements, standards, and provides traceability and accuracy of measurements.
40 labs here, 40 in number. We have the small mass, we have the big mass labs. We have the small volume, we have the big volume lab. We have the force lab, we have the temperature lab, we have the density lab, we have humidity lab, we have the viscosity lab, we have the hardness lab, we have radiology lab, we have temperature, many of them. They are 18 in number, So vibration lab, we have all these labs. Then when you come to like mass, for example, we have primary mass, secondary mass, working mass labs. There's a particular primary lab, primary standard, which we call International Prototype of the Kilogram. This International Prototype of the Kilogram will be our national primary standard for mass. It's 1 kg standard, 1 kilogram standard.
The NMI, when completed, will boost Nigeria's export base, improve the health of citizens by providing accuracy in measurement, and strengthen other components of national quality infrastructure, namely standardization, accreditation, certification, and testing.
Fairness to trade. People will not be cheated again. In trade, you go to the filling station to buy fuel, somebody will give you 30 liters instead of 40. You are paying for 40, but you are getting 30. All these things will stop. The meat, they are weighing, the fish, they are weighing, the rice, the package, the cement, they say 50 kg, this one 50 kg. Is it really 50 kg? All these things will stop. It will save life in hospitals. People will stop dying out of wrong diagnosis. The instruments they use in hospital will be calibrated. The doctor using the instrument will know exactly the accuracy of the instrument he's using. Even our airlines here, those weighing scales at the airport, are they calibrated? Are they accurate? They put your luggage and say you are only 20 kg. These are the things we are going to correct with this NMI.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria has continued to acquire relevant equipment to enhance its operations at the NMI and taking delivery of modern technology from Europe and America to provide excellent service in the country.
These are some of the equipment we buy for the NMI. This one is specifically for the pressure lab. So we just received it, from the supplier, and we are going to keep it till end of March when we start installation. So that's it. Many of them are here on ground already, and some of them are still on the way. We're expecting some of them. Some of them have arrived in Lagos port, awaiting clearing. So we thank our DG for what he's doing. And by God's grace, by end of March, we'll move into our permanent site.
The SON boss has also upgraded the agency's engineering laboratory in Enugu with the state-of-the-art equipment.
Most of the machines, due to lack of maintenance, they're either faulty or obsolete, or some were even partially installed. But our DG came here. He promised us that he's going to revive engineering lab, and as of today, we thank God, everything is working well.
Ahead of the official launch of the Product Authentication Mark by the Standards Organization of Nigeria, manufacturers in the country say they are ready to work with the SON to ensure the success of the initiative. They gave this assurance at an awareness forum organized by the Standards Organization of Nigeria in Lagos. Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment declared the event open.
Stakeholders at this awareness forum comprise manufacturers, exporters, suppliers, importers, all from the various sectors of the Nigerian economy. The event was another opportunity for participants to examine the Standards Organization of Nigeria's Product Authentication Mark, PAM. It is an initiative designed to empower and enable consumers identify fake and substandard products. According to the Director General of the SON, PAM was born out of the agency's resolve to boost strategic mechanism to tackling the menace of fake and substandard products in the country.
It's an attempt to accelerate technological innovations in effective service delivery so that the existing man cap, son cap, and product authentication can be codified and made simpler in such a way that the consumer will, with the simple aid of telephone or modern technology, will be able to know what is going into, to know what he intends to buy.
He advised stakeholders to come up with ideas that will enhance the successful implementation of the initiative, adding that a lot has been put in place by the SON to stamp out cloning of local products.
The sensitization program is to give stakeholders opportunity to interact on the PAM before its eventual deployment, for you to know what it's all about, for you to know what we stand to gain in it, and for you to contribute, make valuable contribution to it before we eventually deploy same for the good of Nigerians and for the good of the world at large.
While assuring the gathering of government's continued support to protect local manufacturers, especially small and medium enterprises, Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment, Aisha Abubakar, commended the SON. She described the initiative as one that will boost consumers' confidence on made-in-Nigerian goods and lead to a drastic reduction of fake and substandard goods in Nigeria.
I must commend the Standard Organizations of Nigeria, SON, and NASIMA for organizing the Stakeholder Sensitization Forum, which also serves as an avenue to receive feedback from critical stakeholders towards a smooth takeoff of the Product Authentication Mark, PAM. I understand that this gathering today is one among a series of planned stakeholder engagements across the country to provide opportunity for collaboration towards the introduction of PAM in the interest of manufacturers, importers, consumers, and regulators at large. We believe that the PAM will complement the existing Nigeria Quality Mark, NIS, Nigerian Quality Award, NOA, Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP, and Son Conformity Assessment Program, SONCAP, in ensuring that consumers are protected from the menace of substandard, cloned, and counterfeited products.
While acknowledging the economic benefits of the Product Authentication Mark, National President of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Iyalode Alaba Lawson, pledged the association's support to the SON to promote standardization in the country.
I commend the SON for such a laudable initiative. We are grateful, sir. This is not your first time of coming here. It shows that you really want the economy of Nigeria to grow with the organized private sector. Thank you so much. To manufacturers, Standards give a competitive edge to the products. To consumers, standards give confidence on the fitness of the use of the products. As a result, products manufactured within appropriate standards are more readily accepted in the international markets. The introduction of the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP, and the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, Conformity Assessment of Program, SONCAP, by the Standard Organization of Nigeria have consistently and successfully increased awareness about quality standards and ensured manufacturers conform to the relevant Nigerian industrial standard before their products are presented for sale in the market or exported.
Participants took time to examine critical aspects of the initiative with a view to coming up with ideas on how to ensure the successful implementation of PAM, which will be launched later in the year. The minister earlier inspected facilities at the SON operational headquarters in Lekki and the ultra-modern facility in Ogba, both in Lagos. She described the various laboratories as world-class and expressed delight at the level of infrastructural developments by the management of the SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria (SON) brings a new lease of life to Nigerian SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards aimed at improving the exports of the nation's food and cash crops. This explains why we have developed more standards for Nigeria's produce like sesame, cocoa, garri, and more, courtesy our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turnaround time for SONCAP and MANCAP to reduce substandard products and legal arm to prosecute offenders. Join the Standards Organization of Nigeria in ridding our nation of substandard goods due to consistent market surveillance and raids. See something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
A meeting which aims to address the menace of bribery and corruption in government agencies and the business environment as held in Abuja. The meeting is in line with President Muhammadu Buhari's anti-corruption policy.
Bribery is a widespread phenomenon that raises serious social and moral, economic and political concerns, undermines good governance, hinders development and distorts competition. It erodes justice, undermines human rights, and is an obstacle to the relief of poverty. It also increases the cost of doing business, introduces uncertainty in commercial transactions, increases the cost of governance and services, and diminishes the quality of products and services. This can lead to loss of life and property, destruction of trust in institutions, and interferes with the fair and efficient operation of markets. Since bribery is the most single contributory factor to corruption, the standard offers the country an opportunity to use this global tool to support the federal government fight against corruption. As you may be aware, fighting corruption in this country seems insurmountable and an Herculean task that many administrations have not been able to overcome. The standard, alongside with Nigerian industrial standard on good governance, can therefore be proactive tools to drastically reduce the incidence of corruption in the country alongside the anti-corruption laws.
I very much appreciate the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the DG and the management, as well as other organizations and persons who contributed in one way or another to the success we achieved, which we mark today. Special thanks go to the DG for the interest he has shown in these standards. Even his personal appearance, his personal attendance of this occasion is a testimony of interest.
Hello and welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Alimot Osifo. It is part of the human aspiration to be the best and enjoy the good things of life. The choice we make in life when we make purchases of goods and services is determined by our knowledge of such products or service as well as our purchasing power. It is a statement of fact that every consumer desires and deserves a good product. The primary objective of every consumer of goods is to get value for his money. For us at the Standards Organization of Nigeria, we remain committed to standardization and resolute in our quest to promote product quality and safety. It is no gainsaying that we are more than equipped as an agency to tackle the menace of fake and substandard products in Nigeria, but require the support of all, yes, all, including you watching the program, to succeed in this regard. So, call us now or send in your messages to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Standard and You. Buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Bye for now.